Hi guys, it's Mia and welcome back to my channel. So this video has been super long awaited. The last time I filmed this video was also the first time I filmed this video. That was about 2 years ago and it has been some time. I have acquired some more tattoos. I do have a hidden tattoo that I would get demonetized for showing on this channel. I'm pretty sure you know where to find that. If you haven't already subscribed to my OnlyFans, definitely do that. I will love you forever. Link below. I made a log of my tattoos. I am fully prepped for this video. So the last time I filmed this video, yes, I had 9 tattoos. A lot of them kind of mesh into each other, so I'm going to probably lose track of count very soon. I'm gonna quickly go through my first 9 tattoos. I have explained them in detail in the first video, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead, I'll link it down below. So my first tattoo was a lip tattoo, which was done in 2014, and I still have it to this day. This is it. It used to say Nicole, pain level like a 4 to 5, and that was done by Drew at Celebrity Ink Tattoo in Chiang Mai, Thailand. My next one was my foot tattoo that says breathe on it. I talked about this in the first video where I don't regret it, but I kind of do want to cover it up or remove it, but I also don't care enough, and I'm still at that same mindset. Pain level was like a 6 or a 7, and I got this done in October 2018. So my next tattoo was my first rib piece. It was done by Romeo Lacoste. My first and of course last tattoo done by him in November 2018. Pain level was a 3, it really wasn't bad at all. My next tattoo was on my thigh. It is the coordinates piece. It was done by Vlada, and since my last video, her Instagram handle changed. It is now vlada.twnt2. This tattoo was done in January 2019 when she guested in Artful Ink Bali. Her home is actually in Ukraine, and I believe she still tattoos there, so definitely check her out if you guys are in Ukraine. Pain level for that was a 5, but very ticklish. In the same session, I also got this butterfly tattoo right here. It still looks so good. After that butterfly tattoo, I went and got another one, and that is my sternum chest piece, stomach piece. I don't really know what part of the body this is. I don't think it's actually sternum. Some have called it a sternum piece, and this is it right here. This was done by .work_ink studio in Generation 8 Tattoo in Los Angeles. Pain level was honestly a 1 minus the white ink, which was a 10. My next tattoo was my wrist tattoo, which says you got this. This one was done by Daniel at Dallas Tattoo and Arts. Since my last video, I couldn't find his Instagram, but I did find his art Instagram, danielrlgarcia.art. So description down below. The pain level for this was a 3 or 4. I am, however, growing out of it, and I think I might cover it up. Maybe I just cringe at it a little bit. It's a little cringy, but it's also still cute, so I don't really care that much still. But by the next video, I probably will have it covered up. Next one is my tiger right here on my forearm. Abstract tiger, if you will. That one was also done by .work_ink studio in June of 2019. Pain level for that was like a 5. Not bad. The last one of my 9 tattoos is this mom heart right here. Still one of my faves, still really cute, still love you mom. Also done by .work_ink studio. Pain level was like a 4, super easy, super quick. Okay, so now we're ready for my new tattoos. So I'm gonna try to go in order of my oldest to newest, and it might be slightly out of order. So this was my next one. This is little wildflowers on my wrist. This one was done by the Los Angeles River at the LA River Tattoo Company. Pain level was like a 2, super easy. And I got this done in July of 2019 with Lauren, and she got these little sparkles. I love getting tattooed with friends. Lauren and I are actually getting tattoos tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. My next ones were my Monstera leaves, which I also forget about all the time, but it is just a Monstera leaf in a jar. So this one is a Friday the 13th tattoo done by tats_n_ash. This one was also done in 2019. The pain level is probably a 3 or 4. Just a really light, fast tattoo. In the same session, I got this eyeball. Here it is. I literally chose it off the Friday the 13th flash sheet, and while she was tattooing it on me, I was like, so whose eyeball is that? And she was like, oh, Harley Quinn, which at that point I haven't seen Suicide Squad. Since then, I have seen it, but I just thought it was a cute eye with a little heart, and it is, so yeah. This next tattoo, a lot of people mistake for Ken, who is my current dog, but this is my late dog, Eddie. So Eddie was a family dog who I got when I was 8, and he passed in 2014 right before I moved out. It kind of does look like Ken, but it really does look like Eddie. This one was done by I Am Extinct on Instagram. She originally is from Vancouver, and I think tattoos in Vancouver still, but she had a guest spot in LA. I would say the pain level was a 1. I literally have no recollection of the pain. Okay, so my next one is this little sparkle I have on my pinky. It is a friendship tattoo with my friend Daniel. Daniel and I originally wanted to get tattoos when we were in Japan, but we couldn't figure out a time and we just didn't plan it well. So when we came back, we wanted to get little matching cherry blossom tattoos. So we got that sparkle, and then we also got this cherry blossom thing. It is super detailed and definitely really cute. This one is done by Taco Rosie on Instagram. So that same artist also did this dragon right here. I had to get this redone a few times. No regrets, definitely still really cute. Glad I have it on my body. So I would say the pain level for the sparkle was like a 1. The cherry blossoms were probably like a 3, and the dragon was probably a 4. So I don't know if you guys remember or saw this one. My next one is an upper lip tattoo. Do you see it? So all that's left of it is an O and an R, and that makes up the or in Morin. Yes, Adeline Morin. It was January 2019. It was her birthday. She had a party bus. We were turning up. And then I went to the tattoo studio. I got some piercings that you can only see on my OnlyFans. And then I was like, fuck it, let's get your name tattooed. But Adeline didn't fit on my upper lip. Morin did fit, however, it was so bad. When I would make this face, it would literally show up right here. So I'm actually so glad that it faded because it was pretty bad. Also, I lied, that was done in January 2020, not 2019, and the pain level was probably like a 1. I don't really remember it. My next tattoo is this arm piece, these little cherub babies, these little angels. I got this done with my friend Andy. The tattoo artist is Gorgeous Neezy Tattoos. Pain level was a 6, but like a high 6. I just thought it was really cute. A lot of the tattoos I get is just to have art on my body and literally no other meanings behind it. Next, in October 2020, I had another session with him and I got these skull cherries. Pain level like a 5. I tend to feel like I have a lower pain tolerance on the chubby parts of my body. Next up would be my hand tattoo. Specifically talking about the web with a spider. Also done by Gorgeous Neezy Tattoos in October 2020. But yeah, just attached to the spider web is just a spider on my middle finger. Makes it really fun to flip people off. The pain level for this was like a 6 or a 5. The swelling was pretty crazy though, and it was just swollen for like a day or 2. It only took about an hour, and the healing was pretty good as well because I didn't have to wrap it or anything because it's literally my hand. You can't really wrap something like that. So on the same hand, I have this dagger right here, and it is done so well. I'm not the biggest fan of like single needle fine line work. I definitely like bolder stuff, but I feel like for the fingers it really works. This one was done by Justin V Tattoos in Pasadena. Justin was very cool, very chill, definitely an amazing artist as well. Pain level is like a 1 or a 2, just so easy, don't even remember it. Another one that I always forget, which was also done by Justin V Tattoos, is my ear, and it just has a bunch of sparkles throughout. I definitely don't think I have attractive ears, so that was a little vulnerable for me. Just a little vulnerable. So I thought I was gonna be in a pretty big deal of pain with this tattoo because it's on my head. But when I tell you the pain level was a -10, fully fell asleep in a deep slumber. It just vibrated on my head and just put me to sleep. I probably had my mouth open. I'm sorry, Justin. It's probably because it's a bunch of little ones rather than like a big piece on my ear. After I got this part of my hand done, the dragon, the cherry blossoms, the tiger, I felt like there was just such a weird open space here that I needed to fill up. I had always dreamed of getting a sleeve of roses or peonies. It's just something that always looks beautiful and timeless, so I knew I needed it. So this one was done by Hansel in Seattle, Washington. I had one of the best experiences with her. She literally did this in about an hour from start to finish. I was so impressed because it looks very good as well. Pain level was between like a 2 to a 5. I got this one done while I was recovering from plastic surgery. It was during COVID, so I had a face mask and I was able to cover the bruises and my plastic surgery swelling, which I got a chin implant, so it was just right there. Emily is her name, and I told her beforehand that I'm going to look crazy, and she said it was totally fine. So after getting that, I realized now this part of my arm was very bare and I needed something here too, which I can definitely say about every part of my body, like that part's bare now, that part's bare now, but this was just such an odd spot and I just needed to fill it up. Like I had to, it just felt so weird. But I just got these daisies. I can never get sick of good florals. Flowers literally always remind me of my grandma, so I just love getting flowers tattooed on me. Pain level for this one was like a 3 or a 4. So the next one was done by Sick Boy Worldwide, one of my new friends, Skylar, and that is my calf tattoo. Now this wraps all the way around my ankle, cankle if you will. Please go ahead. Now the pain level for this was actually a 7, and it did get pretty intense in some spots. More so uncomfortable nerve feelings. I thought the shin would be the most painful part, but it was actually the back of my calf. I don't know what was happening, but my leg would get itchy and Skylar would just literally have to scratch my leg as he was tattooing me. I almost kicked him in the face like 20 times because I was just twitching, just straight up uncontrollably twitching because my nerves were just getting fucked up. That one was definitely one of my least fun tattoos to get. Now I did actually go out of order and I totally missed my barbed wire under boob piece, my rib piece. And that is this one right here. I believe in my last video, I talked about how I have this rose piece right here and how I feel off center now that I don't have anything on this side. So I finally filled that up. Pain level was a 2, also done by Skylar at Sick Boy Worldwide. I've heard left and right that ribs are pretty painful, but I've had really good experiences with mine. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So the next one I also got done by Skylar, and they are these collarbones, these little knives right here. They're just so cute and so perfect, so symmetrical. Skylar took some time to measure them and to replace them and just get it really straight. This one took some courage to get because it is like a chest tattoo, like an upper body tattoo. I was definitely a little afraid to tell my parents about this one. So anyways, the pain for this was a 0 or a 1, if anything. I do also get a lot of questions about this and the pain level for this, but it was so easy, super, super easy. So my next one was my biggest tattoo. They are 2 tattoos, but 1 piece, if you will. Definitely the biggest ones on my body, and it is on my back and my butt. Also done by Skylar at Sick Boy Worldwide. This one was definitely painful. I feel like all the other tattoos I've had before this were bearable. I thought that maybe I had this crazy superhuman pain tolerance, but when I got this tattoo, it was definitely a 9.5 at times. This took 6 sessions of a lot of hours. But regardless, it was really fun and I had a really good time getting tattooed. On the last session when he was wrapping me up, I actually started fainting or getting really faint. My vision was going black and I started profusely sweating, and I knew that I had to sit down and like eat sugar or drink water or something. So I had that Sanoderm sticky plastic wrap on my body, but I sweat it all off, like completely, like it just fell off my body. But these sessions were a lot and I was definitely out for like the rest of the day when I did get them tattooed. So I couldn't wait for these to be done. It literally, if I had any more left, I probably would have given up or at least taken a long time to get them finished. So I actually just have 3 more tattoos that I got just recently. This is just a little lock tattoo done by Chen_tat, aka Orange. Orange is one of the sweetest tattoo artists I ever met. This was also pretty painless. I would say like a 3 or a 4. She's also one of the quickest working tattoo artists as well, which I love and definitely appreciate. My next one I also got by Orange at Chen_tat, and that is this little skull lighter right here. It is a lighter. It is a skull. It is so bad. We are bad. Okay, so I have one more tattoo, and this is on a pretty explicit part of my body. And considering you just saw my entire body on a bikini, you might be able to make your guess on where it's located, which if you are curious enough, I will link my OnlyFans in the description down below. I'm going to do a tattoo reveal on there, so definitely go check that out. Hey. So I got 10 more tattoos. And it didn't feel right ending this video like that, so I'm back to show you my updated tattoos. So I went back to Orange, Chen_tat, starting off with a matching tattoo that I got with Lauren, Lore DIY, and that is this sprout guy right here. Lauren hit me up and asked me if I wanted matching tattoos, and I'm not gonna say no, like, obviously, yes, I do. And her suggestion was this little sprout guy, which is adorable. And it wasn't exactly my style, so I knew I needed to spice it up a little bit. I had Orange add these little X's on the eyes, a little barbed wire on the forehead, and just to color it in a little bit more, to give it a little bit more darkness. I'm obsessed. I think it's one of my new favorite tattoos. Pain level for that was very minimal. I would say like a 3. Next up, I got a spider on my shoulder, and that is this one right here. I've always wanted a shoulder tattoo. I had a couple inspo pics that I sent Orange, and she kind of just combined those images and created her own design within those. I initially went to get a spider on my hand, but I chickened out last minute and I got it on my shoulder instead. I think the placement's really good, and I love how you can see it in the front. That one definitely hurt a little bit more. At some parts it was about a 7, I would say. The outline was definitely the worst part, and the rest was pretty bearable. So next I got these screws right here on my arm. This was something on Orange's Flash that I saw months before that I didn't end up getting for whatever reason, and I had just been thinking about it, so I got it. I'm happy. It's one of my favorite tattoos. I do kind of wish that I put it in a more visible spot because I really just love this tattoo. Pain level was kind of high for this spot. It was probably an 8. It really just is the chubbiest part of my body, like my arms in general, but this inner arm area, it just felt like it was tearing my skin. When Orange would use the single needles, that would be the worst, and when she would switch over, it was fine. I can't believe I'm about to show you guys this tattoo because just moments ago I was talking about how I might possibly cover it up, so I did. That is the You Got This tattoo. I actually got that covered up with this centipede. The centipede was on her flash on the wall, and I was just staring at it like, oh god, like It is so ugly. I literally don't know how people like tattoo these kinds of things on their body. And I don't know what happened in that situation, because in that same sitting, I decided I actually want to get it tattooed. I literally had an issue with house centipedes in my last house because I lived kind of like in the woodsy area. They're the most terrifying creature in the world, and I don't know why I wanted it on my body, but here we are. Now you can kind of see the text pop through a little bit, but I also don't mind that at all. You really would only notice it if you were looking for it. You know, this is like a symbol of like, I got this and I don't need a reminder anymore, because I really do got this. And I'm totally joking when I say that, but also at the same time, I'm like, huh, that's kind of cute. The pain level for this was about a 5, a little bit more painful in the hand area, but still very bearable. Okay, so the next one I have is a scorpion right here on my stomach. She drew this one out. I was actually going to get the stinger wrapped around my belly button, but the placement was actually so perfect just on this side, I had to leave it there. I think the curves of the stinger kind of go with the curves of my body, and it's kind of flattering. So next, I got this rose on my thigh. I would like to take a quick moment to thank Lauren for telling me to replace this tattoo, because initially I wanted it on my inner thigh, but she told me it would look like a dick, which I totally wasn't thinking about, but yes, it probably would have. So I got it moved to the middle / outer part of my thigh. It slightly seems like an odd placement when I'm just wearing a bikini or underwear, because it's kind of just there, but it looks so cute, and the reason why I did want it is because it looks really cute hanging out of shorts. There's just a fun little mystery there, like what's left of the tattoo? What else you got going on, you know? So those were all the tattoos that I got by Orange, and like I said, I got 4 more, and those were by Justin B Tattoos yet again. Now my hand is very much still in the healing phase, so it looks a little dry, it looks a little patchy. Justin did tell me that I'll probably have to get these touched up because they were in really sensitive areas, and we did use really thin needle. So it looks a little patchy right now. Do not fear, they will look better soon. Okay, so here we go. The first one is probably the most obvious. It is this chain right here that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Really last minute, I asked Justin if we could add these little spikes onto it, so he just drew that on the side and then just tattooed over. Next, I got this little barbed wire on my middle finger. Again, so these are a little flaky right now, so bear with me. Then I got some flames on my middle finger right here, as well as my thumb. I strongly felt the need to fill in the gaps on my hand, so that's kind of just what it was. Then I just got a couple dots. One of them is on my middle finger in the center. The next one is on my ring finger near the cuticle. And lastly, I went and got my other ear tattooed, which I want to add more to again. Right here on the top, it is just a little barb, and it is so cute. I love an ear tattoo. I feel like it's like jewelry without having to wear it. Okay, so yeah, that is now my updated tattoo collection. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to subscribe to my OnlyFans, I will love you forever. Go check out that secret tattoo. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!